right out here. Little change of scenery. Hey everybody, welcome back. So as you can tell, the meteorologists were right for once. We at least got 6 inches, maybe 7. I don't know. I didn't measure, but we got quite a bit of snow. It was really pretty. It was a really pretty snow. We got it yesterday, and then this morning it was must have been a lot of moisture in the air because the trees were all covered in snowflakes or whatever you call that stuff. But anyway, it looked really pretty this morning. But it's going to be gone here. It's going to be a sloppy mess in the next few days because it's supposed to, today the high is like 36 and it's already melting down a little bit, and tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 40s. In fact, I think the next 3 days is supposed to be in the 40s, so it's going to be gone pretty quick here, but it was pretty well lasted. Anyway, on the agenda today, I was pushing snow yesterday and we had kind of an emergency breakdown. So I had just pushed our driveway, at least most of it, and I was just down at the neighbors next door pushing theirs, and I noticed I started smelling hydraulic fluid, and the hydraulic pump on the skid steer, I could hear it straining. When it gets low on hydraulic fluid, it'll start to kind of make a noise. Anyway, so what happened was I get back there and I stop it, get out, look around, and there's a hydraulic fluid all over the back side of the machine. So I got home as fast as I could, shut it off, and open it up in the back, and sure enough, the hydraulic cooler's it's leaking right out the middle of it. Now I didn't go any further than just looking at it because to be honest with you, I got pretty mad because in fact I just had to call John Deere to make sure, but it was almost 6 months to the day I just put a brand new hydraulic cooler in that machine, and so that's a brand new $1,700 hydraulic cooler, and it's leaking again. So anyway, I got to take the back cover off that and then fire it up and just do some inspecting and just check and see where exactly that leak is coming from, because it looks to me like it's coming from right in the middle of the cooler, which is kind of crazy to think that it would be. And I didn't see any damaged fins or anything where there'd be a puncture, because that's what happened last time, is a stick came through and punctured it. But I'm not seeing anything like that. So anyway, I'm going to check and inspect and make sure that it's not something like that. And if that's the case, then I got to call John Deere back and see if it's going to be covered under warranty or not. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. Pull that apart, take a look at that, and kind of see what we got to work with there. So, all right, so here's the mess we got. There's hydraulic fluid everywhere. Now what was happening, when I turned the machine on, right down here, right there, the hydraulic cooler was leaking. Anyway, I'm going to pull this off, and then we're going to get a good look in there and see exactly what it is. And I'll probably have to turn it on just to see some of the fluid coming out and see exactly where it's coming from. But it sure looks like it's coming from the middle of that cooler, which is kind of crazy. So anyway, let's see what we got here. So let's get this thing started. So I don't know how well that footage turned out. I just tried to get, it's kind of dark in there and with the sun and anything. Anyway, it's kind of hard to see in there, but there's no hoses or nothing. It's coming right out of the cooler, so it looks like the cooler is leaking. So I am going to give John Deere a call and see what the scoop is on that, because I just bought this last July and then I put it in like a week or two later. So I mean, we're at 6 months and maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and it should have a 6-month warranty on it, I believe. So all right, so we got to do a little shuffling around here in the shop. I got to get the four-wheeler and the tractor out of the 4430 out of here. make some room for that skid steer and get it in here and start taking it apart. Alright, so I got her in here. Got the tractor out. And we're going to start tearing her down and see exactly what the scoop is here. So now that this is, the boom's up, you can see that's where it's leaking right there. Set this light right there. Right there. And I'm not seeing any punctures or nothing. Same with on this side. Yeah, it's hard to see up in there, but I'm not seeing anything at all. That's frustrating. So I got the machine in the shop, and I got the heater on it right now, so it's thawing it out, melting all the snow off of it. I'm probably not going to get much done tonight. I'm going to try and get started on it at least, or get it kind of cleaned up a little bit, because there's hydraulic fluid everywhere. But I'll probably start taking it apart tomorrow. But in the meantime, while that heater's going and kind of thawing it out, I need to feed a bale to these heifers quick, so I'm going to get that done. And once I get that done, then I should have a little time, I'll start messing with that a little bit, and then it'll be time to do chores. So. don't have an extra feeder. My bale feeder got destroyed last year, and the last bale feeder I bought from the feed store was absolute junk. My cows tore it up in less than excuse me, less than a year, and it cost like $350. So needless to say, I'm not going to be buying one of those cheap things again. So my plan is to I don't know if I'm going to get around to making one or not, but I'll probably just end up buying a heavy duty bale ring for feeding up here. All right, so I got those heifers fed. I needed to get them a bale anyway, and I figured the tractor was out and running. I might as well get it done. So what I don't have a whole lot of time, so I'm just going to unbolt a couple things here and just kind of get started. I got to take the lighting is terrible over here. I got to take this bracket off. Well, first I take that back. First I gotta drain it, which the plug is down way underneath here. So the only way I've been able to do this in the past is either drive the whole thing up on railroad ties, or jack it up and put blocks underneath, which that's what I'm going to do now. I've got the boom lifted up and out of the way, and got my boom lock on. Always put your boom lock on. Always put your boom lock on. That's something I've seen guys joke about. That's not funny. It's not funny. I've seen hydraulic hoses fail. Anyway, so got to drain the hydraulic fluid, and then after I get that drained out, I got to pull the it's filthy. This needs cleaned anyway, so all this is going to come out. The battery's going to come out. This bracket comes out. The hydraulic filter is going to come out, and then I got to undo these hoses and pull that out. So like I said, tonight I'm probably just going to work on getting it jacked up and see if I can't get the fluid out, or at least nothing else, just get it jacked up. I've had the heater blowing on it to try and get the thawed out. And all right, so it's about a week later, and I couldn't work on this much the last few days. I got pretty sick over the weekend, but anyway, this is kind of where we're at right now. I've got I got it jacked up and put it on some blocks so I could scoot under there and get the hydraulic fluid drained out. I didn't get it all drained out because you don't really need to, but I got it drained down low enough to where it's not going to affect anything. Got the fan blade off so I could kind of inspect in there. Plus, when I go to clean this, I got to degrease everything. Everything in here. This is filthy, but as you can see, this is where it was leaking right there. And I got everything pulled off, got all the hoses pulled off, got the the filter housing, got that off, and I got it. It's actually loose in there right now, so I'm it's all disconnected. I just need to pull these bolts out up top here and pull this thing out. So upon further inspection, it has been fixed there and down here, right there. That ain't kosher for a new one. So anyway, I'm gonna throw this in the truck and head to Deere. All right, so this I think this is gonna be the end of the video for now. I went up to John Deere, and that was yesterday. Took the old cooler up to them. They looked at it. It sounds like they may cover some of it, but it might be cheaper just to try and get the old one fixed. And I did save the old one from the first time I replaced it in case this ever happened. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do Monday. I'm going to take the old one in, see what it's going to cost to get it fixed, and see if I can just get that one fixed, and then eventually maybe even get the other one fixed. And I got an extra one if I ever need it. So anyway, that's kind of what it looks like for now. But I'll do a part 2 when I get whatever happens when I get. Oh, and that was the other thing is, the guy at the parts manager even said at the dealer, he said, okay, even if we cover it, or even if you decide you want another one, he said right now in my understanding was the whole continental United States, there's one on emergency order already, and there's 0 in stock for those coolers in the United States. So even if I did want it or they were going to cover it, as of right now, we can't even get one. So I think I'm just going to take my chances on trying to get the old one fixed and get that put in. So anyway, I'll do a part 2 when I get that back, get it fixed or whatever the case may be, and check in and let you know. But as for right now, this thing's just gonna be sitting here in the shop until I can figure that out. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you if you've let me ask you this, if you guys have ever operated any of these John Deere skid loaders, leave a comment on what you think of them, because I really like them a lot. I've operated a few of them, but they do have there's a few minor design flaws definitely with these newer John Deere skid steers, that's for sure. But if you've ever operated one or ever used one, leave a comment down and let me know what you think of them, what your opinion is of them, because all in all, I think they're really good machines, but they do have some design flaws, that's for sure. But anyway, like I said, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button if you found what I'm doing interesting here. I really appreciate it. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because we're going to be putting out some more videos. I got some more shop projects and things I'm working on. So again, I appreciate the support, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.